was a little bit of a problem, so we just have to reschedule. So let's just wait for others to join. Okay, I'm just going to write this on the board. So we have 4212. We have okay, Echo 154, STT 205, and STT 206. So I'm just going to wait for others to join very quickly. Okay, please do have to say something in the comment section as you join. Awesome. Good evening. You are welcome. So we are just trying to wait for others to join before we commence the class for tonight. Good evening, ma. The first link got bad, so I just had to recreate this very quickly. That's why we might have to wait for others to join. So let's just give others 1 minute or two to join, because the first link got back. So I just had to quickly do something. So hopefully others will join soon, so that we can start the class very quickly, because we have a lot to cover tonight. I want us to cover everything we need to cover tonight. Okay, so okay, thank you very much for that, ma'am. Just seeing that now. I should adjust my camera. Okay, so I think I'm going to shift this back a little bit. Yeah. I think it's too high. Okay, I think I might need to adjust this a little bit. So something else is this with the network. Okay. Is it better now? I think I need to adjust this too, because it's not. Is it better now? Okay. Just a moment. Something else is this with that. It's not the network, it's the camera. Okay. So sorry, sometimes we experience things like this. We just have to set it up so that we can all be on the same page. Okay. Just a moment. Okay. Yeah. I think it's better now. Yeah, I think it's manageable now. It's better now. So I welcome each and every one of us on board. Awesome. So without further ado, let's go straight into tonight's class. Good evening, Mrs. Regina. I got your assignment. You did a great job. You did a great job, man. Keep up the good job. Little by little, we are going to get there. We just have to be consistent. All right, consistency is the key. We'll surely get there. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Sorry that we are starting a little bit late. The first link got bad, so we just have to recreate a new one very quickly. And here we are. It's good to have everybody on board. Yes, Miss Tasha, I received your assignment, and you also did a great job. Okay, so now in tonight's class, we're going to be talking about, all right, we're going to be talking about graphs, okay, curves, and charts. All right. So to start with, the very first thing we are starting with, the very first thing on our list for tonight is called the bar charts. Okay, has the bar chart. Now, the bar chart is not to us. Okay, it's something we must have heard of before now. Okay, so it's not totally new to us. It's just some changes here and there. Now, when we talk about that, what are we referring to? We are simply referring to, all right, a separated form of what we refer to as equal intervals. A separated form, okay, bars separated, we are simply referring to bars separated from one another by equal intervals. One another by equal intervals. So we are going to be going through it from the simple to the difficult ones. But I need you to follow me through. I need you to stick with me as we walk through this. Okay? You don't, all right, skip anything here. Because if you do, you might not understand the process. Good evening. It's great to have you on board. So now, under this bar chart, we have a list of other forms of bar charts. Okay? So we have the forms of bar charts ranging from the simple vertical bar charts to the simple horizontal bar charts to the multiple. Good evening, Miss Nem. You usually come late, but it's good to have you on board. We have the multiple bar charts, all right, to the percentage multiple bar chart to, okay, the component bar charts. Component bar chart, all right, to the percentage component bar chart. Percentage component bar chart to Pareto charts. Pareto charts. Now, like I said, the process from the very simple ones, and as you progress, you move on, it becomes taxing, it becomes a little bit challenging. All right. But nevertheless, we are going to walk through all of this. And whenever you come across questions, you'll be able to handle them without any stress. are going to achieve in the course of tonight's class. So we are going to take our bearing from the simple, what we refer to the simple vertical bar charts. Now, when we talk about the simple vertical bar charts, this involves the drawing of bars up straight or vertically. That is the simple vertical bar chart. We're talking about the drawing of bars up straight, the drawing of bars up straight or vertically. So very quickly on this, here is a quick example whereby we have the years and attendance. Okay, a typical example of the simple, all right, vertical bar chart. A typical example of this is where we have from 1981 to 1986. All right, so we have the years and we have the attendance. So from 1981, 1982, 1983, 1984, 1985, 1986. And for each years, we have 800, 1002, 1114. All right. So we have 800, 12, 14, 16, 18, and we have 2000. Okay. Now it's a typical example of simple vertical bar chart is what we have here. And to represent this graphically, what are we expected to have? To represent this vertically, we have an axis for X, axis for Y. All right. But in this case, since this is Y and A, it will be an axis for Y, an axis for A. So now, according to what we have here now, what we should be expecting, I wouldn't want to waste much time because we are going to get to a place where we need to calculate. All right. So I just want to quickly walk us through this so that we can move to the ones we'll be doing some calculations very quickly. So for this now, we'll have something that looks like L, all right, whereby we have Y here and we have A here. In the sense that all the information under A will be on this axis, while all the information under Y will be on this axis. So what are we expected to have if we are to do that very quickly? We should be having 1981 from here. So let's just put as 81. Here we have 82. Here we have 83. Here we have 84. Here we have 85. Okay, and here we have 86. Okay, so, and on the other side, we have from 800. We can place it on 500. Okay, 500, 800, we have 1002, we have 1004, we have 1006, we have 1008, then we have 2000. All right. So from the analysis of what we have here, we already have our bar chart. All right, simple vertical bar chart will look like, and it is indeed simple and vertical. All right. So for 1981, we are expected to have it under 800. So under 800. So we're having that under 800. And for 82, 82 is under 1002. All right. And for 83, 83 is under 1004. Please pardon my sketching, my drawings. And 84 84 is under 1006. Okay, and 85 is under where 1008, and it keeps going and it keeps going. This is what the simple, all right, vertical bar chart looks like. Straightforward and simple. So without further ado, let's move to the next one immediately. Good evening, Miss Mary. It's great to have you on board. I've seen that name for the very first time. Okay, so now I'm going to erase the board, and we can move on as we go on to the next one. So I'm going to erase this so that we can have enough space and have, thank you for that, and have enough, so we don't get to squeeze in our tables or charts. Now, we have about 10 of us on the stream, and I'm seeing just 4 likes. That's not fair. Please, let's do it to smash like button. So we have the simple horizontal bar chart now. Simple horizontal bar chart. That's the next one. So under the simple vertical, simple horizontal. Awesome. Somebody just smash like button. It involves drawing bars horizontally. Also take note of all these theoretical parts. It goes a long way too. Don't forget that horizontally, that the core is subdivided into two, the theory and the calculation, and it's usually 60-40 or 50-50. So either ways, calculations you are good, theoretical you are good, so you are not lagging behind anywhere. So now for this, there's a typical example of what we have here, whereby we have, I think I should put that here. Now this is what we have here, where we have ages and frequency. Then under ages, we have 10 to 14. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Good evening, Mrs. Banksweet. You came pretty late tonight. I guess it was work. That's unusual of you. You are always coming to class very early. All right. But nevertheless, you are welcome. It's great to have you on board. So we have the data, we have the information. So what do we do now that we understand that this is horizontal? What are we expected to do is more like changing what we did for the first one we did. What we did under simple vertical bar chart, the opposite in the simple horizontal bar chart. What do I mean? You remember then our table was vertical. Now table is horizontal. The same way this table is horizontal is the same way your graph will look like. Here's what I'm talking about. Look at what I'm talking about here. Okay, so now we have, instead of the frequency, the frequency will be shifted here, which is unusual. It's just like y-axis is supposed to be here, is here, but instead of the y-axis here, it will be moved here. They will have x here, which is unusual. But don't forget, we're talking about the horizontal. So instead of having our frequency here, we are moving. Instead of having our frequency here, is going to come here. Then ages will come here. Okay. So now look at what I'll be doing now. So we have under frequency, we have 10, we have 20. All right. Our highest is 60, and the lowest is 20. All right. So we have 10, we have 20, 30, we have 40, we have 50, and we have 60. Then under ages, the list is also 10. Okay. So we have, let's take it off from this 10. We also have 11. We have 12. We have 13. We have 14. Please, are we all on the same page? Hope I am not too fast. Are we all on the same page? Are we moving together? Are we all on the same page? Mrs. Regina, hope you've not slept off, ma. I know we are tired. We've been out there today, all right, with exhausted with work issues. I just need us to still be a little bit awake. Let's go through this together. I know it's not easy, all right. Okay, Mr. Zuba said yes. Awesome. Are we still all awake? Are we still there? Mrs. Regina, Miss Banksweet, Miss Ene, Miss Immaculate. Awesome, awesome. Miss Nnem, Immaculate. Awesome. Mrs. Regina says she's still pretty much active. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let's let's continue. Now, so instead of having it like this, it's going to come out this way, horizontal instead of vertical. So we can see here that we have under frequency, we have 20, all right, and under age, we have 10. So what are we looking at? We are looking at 10 under 20. Okay. Then the next one we have 11 under 60. So this goes all the way down here. I'm just doing it so that this will be a little bit acute and we can see from afar. Please pardon my sketching. Then we have the next one. We have 12 under 50. Okay. The next one we have 13 under 20. All right. So we have, this is 20. So we have 13. Okay. And the last but not the least, we have 14 under 30. So this is 30, this is 30, and this is 14. So can we now see that this is basically opposite? All right. It is basically the opposite of the very first one we did. Okay. Which is the vertical bar chart. I believe we understand what I've just concluded. So without further ado, let's move to the next one. Now, we have for the next one, what do we have? Awesome. Thank you for that, Mrs. Mary. We have the multiple bar charts. Now, it's getting interesting because we are getting close to where we need to do some calculation before we do some graph. All right. But just before then, let's quickly touch on the multiple bar charts. All right. Just like it says, multiple bar charts. When it comes to multiple, what are we referring to? It consists of bars of two or more variables being bars of two or more variables, all right, being represented. Means by explaining, by solving some data Okay, now we have the year. Okay, we have the year, and we have production in tons. Production in tons out. So we have one, two, three, four. All right, one, one, two, three. Those are rows, whereby we have one, two, all right, four. Okay, here we have the items. We have malts, we have Pepsi, we have Coca-Cola, all right, and we have B. For those of us that are in Lagos who know what Biggie is, it's also a drink, it's also a soda. Okay, so now we have the year 1970, we have the year 1980, we also have 1990. Okay, now under Coca-Cola, for the year 1970, we have 10 tons. All right, 10 tons of Coca-Cola was produced, 20 tons 1980, and we have 40 tons in 1990. While Pepsi, we have 15 tons in 1970, 35 tons in 1980, and 90 tons in 1990. As far as Coca-Cola is concerned, we have 35 tons produced, we have 45 tons for 1980, and 100 tons in 1990. And there is okay, I think we should stop it here. Let's stop it here. Let's not include Biggie. Let's leave this as total. All right, let's leave this colon. All right, let's leave this colon for total. Okay, so we have a total of these should give us, all right, 60. A total of the next row 2, should give us 100. And the total of row 3 should give us 230. All right, so we have our information. So let's do something with the graphical representation of this. All right, so let's have a graphical representation of this. And how do we achieve that? All right, so let's do that very quickly. Okay, so I just have to use green so that we can represent each of these bars with a separate color. So for the year, we are going to group it. Don't forget that we have 3 years. Okay, so we are going to group it accordingly. Okay, for these 3 years, we are going to group it accordingly from 1970 to 1999 to 1990. I beg your pardon. So we're going to group it accordingly. So for the year 1970, that is year 1. For the next year, 1980, that is year 2. And for the last year, 1990. Now, perhaps you might be wondering, why are we grouping the years? Now, look at it. These are 3 different items produced in a particular year. So for this year, we are going to represent how many tons of malt was produced within this year, how many tons of Pepsi was produced within this year, and how many tons of Coca-Cola was produced within this year. As you can see, this row, all right, these items in their varieties cut across this year. For row 2, the same thing. For row 3, the same thing. So I'm going to this to us graphically now. So to start with, we have malt. All right, but just before then, I'm just going to quickly number I'm going to quickly number this. Okay, so I'm going to number this. So I have the highest here. I think the highest is about 100%. So I'm just going to do, and the least is about 10. So I'm going to do 10, 15, 20. Let's just do 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, now let's do it this way. Let's not do it this way. It will take a lot of space. So let's just put it as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so now for 1997, for malt, so now we are going to, I have the black marker, I have the red marker, and I have the blue marker. So each marker will represent each of these items. So for malt, let's represent malt with red. All right, so malt takes red, Pepsi takes black, then Coca-Cola takes blue. So now, so for malt, we have 10 tons. Okay, 5. So that these 10 tons can come up a little bit. 5. So in between 5 and 20, we can shuffle in our 10 tons of malt. So as far as malt is concerned, we are using red. So let's just put it somewhere here. All right. Okay. That is for malt. You can identify with that. So as far as Pepsi is concerned, Pepsi did 15. All right. And Pepsi is represented by black. Just a little bit above red malt. All right. Pepsi did 15. Okay. Then, and we have 35 for Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola is represented by blue. So 35 should be around here. Okay, that is that for that year. As far as this information is concerned, graphically, we have represented this information for the year of 1970. All right, so without further ado, quickly. So for 1980, we have 20 tons of. All right, so we also have 35 tons for Pepsi. Okay, then we have, what else do we have for? We have 45 for Coca-Cola. We are almost done. Please don't doze off. I know it's late, but please don't doze off. And immediately this class is done, YouTube upload it automatically. So if there's something you don't get tonight, you can always come back to it tomorrow and go through it. Okay, so we are done with 1980. So for 1990, what we are, we have 40 tons for malt. Okay, so for malt, we have 40 tons. Then for Pepsi, we have 90. That's a lot of increase for Pepsi. And I see Miss Tasha is very active. So for Pepsi, so we have that for Pepsi. All right. And for Coca-Cola, we have 100. Okay. So we have that as that. So it is what it is. So that is what it looks like. And as you can see, we are making progress. So let's move straight to it. So this is what I've been talking about, where we need to do some one or two calculations before we represent our data graphically. So I'm just going to erase the board and we can talk about the percentage multiple part chart. I believe you are there with your calculator because you'll be needing it now. For those of us who are new to this, I'd like to use the opportunity to remind us that we have our private class where we walk you through all your classes, all right, without leaving any course, any stone unturned, all right. Do want to visit our official website today, www.tutor.net, where you get to use the WhatsApp button on the top right hand corner, all right, percentage. I mean, you can send us a message directly and we'll respond to your messages immediately. Percentage, okay, multiple bar chart. Here, it's a little bit different. Things are done a little bit different when it comes to percentage multiple bar chart. What makes it different? Let's find out. We'll find out soon. Okay. Now, we have it here. This mainly shows, okay, the relative values of the components, all right, expressed as the percentage of the. What are we talking about? Therefore, the sum of each component in percentage adds up to what we refer to as 100. Now, let's first take this down. It shows the relative value of components. Relative values of components are, are what? Expressed, all right, in percentage. Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much for that, Miss Immaculate. Just as usual, she got okay. So now we have that as that. So very quickly, let's attend to this table. Okay, here we have 5 columns. 5 columns here. Okay, 5 columns and 6 rows. Okay, 5 columns and 6 rows. Okay, now look at what it says here. Let's take this out first. All right, let's take that out. We have that 4 poll parties. Let's rule this out. That's a colon. Then we have this as a rule, which is votes in thousands. All right, votes in thousands. Okay, please stay with me because here you'll be doing some calculations. Oh, thank you very much. Said I'm sweating. It's I don't know what's going on these days. It's quite hot. Weather here is very hot these days. All right. So we have um okay. Let's have this first rule. All right. That's one. Then we have one, two, three, four. Thereafter, we have one, two, three. Then we have four thereafter. So in this box, let's take out 1999, 2003, 2007. So we have votes in 1999. Okay. Then we have now. Okay. Can we all hear me? Can we all hear me? Are we all together? Can we all hear me? Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So now we have for the year 2003, we have for the year 2007, and we have for the year 2011. So we have the parties now. We have PDP. Okay. We have ACN. We have ANPP. And we have total. Okay. Now we have the informations. We have 25, 40, 70, 90. 25, 40, 70, and 90. We have 15, 20, 40, 15, 20, 40, and 70. Then we have 20, 30, 50, then 40. All right. We also have the total. All right. This should be giving us 60. All right. 90. Then we also have 160 as well as a total of 200. Now we have all the informations. Now this is percentage. It is a bit different. And I said it earlier that it's going to be a little bit of some calculations here. Now what are we expected to do? Let's take it off from the start where we have 1990. So what are we expected to do? For 1990, we have PDP. What do we have for PDP in the year 1990? We have 25 votes. Okay? 25 votes will be divided by the total of votes gotten for that particular year. And what the total of votes gotten for the particular year, 1990, is what? 60. Are we together? Since it's percentage, it is multiplied by 100 divided by, then we're expected to have our answer. So very quickly, I need us to calculate this and let me know what the answer is. Very quickly, please. Let's get our calculator and do the needful. Okay? Then I move to the next party, which is ACN. The same year, don't forget this colon. The same year, we have 15. And what we have as a total for that year, 60 multiplied by 100 divided by 1. Then we have ANPP. We have 20 divided by 60 multiplied by 101. So please answer. Nobody. Thank God for Mrs. Regina. Thank you very much for that, ma. Appreciate it if you can abbreviate. Since it's 41 points, all right, you can abbreviate it to 42. All right, you can abbreviate it to 42. Don't forget it is a percentage. All right, so let's leave it at 42. Please, is anybody confirming that? Is anybody confirming that? Or has anybody gone to bed? Please confirm that. Let's confirm that. Awesome, awesome. Yes, awesome. So let's begin to send in the answers, please. The next one. What is the next one? And this as well. Please, and please let's begin to send the answers. Okay. So we have this already. All right. What about the other two? Please, we are waiting for answers. Let's be proactive. Mrs. Regina. Okay, Mrs. Tasha has said something. Mrs. Immaculate has said something. Miss Mary, are you still there? Miss Unem, are you there? A lot of persons are online, but they have not marked their register. You have not marked their attendance. If you're online, please do have to use the comment section. If you can't do that, maybe because you had to log in to YouTube. YouTube not allow you to send it on their platform if you have not logged in. And how do you do that? Just use your email. It will allow you to. Okay, Mrs. Banksweet is still here. Thank God. Yes, thank you very much for that. Our answers are in percentage. Yes, 25 percentage. Awesome. So we have 25%. Yes, thank you very much. What about the third one? The third one. Awesome. Mrs. Regina, since it's not up to 5, so you're just going to leave it at 33. Since it's not up to 5, you're just going to leave it at 33. Since it's not up to 5, you're just going to leave it at 33. I don't know if you heard that, ma. But if it was up to 5, then we could have abbreviated and added it up. I don't know if you get that. Awesome. So we have, okay, that's supposed to be 35. Okay, so this is for 1999. Please, if you have your calculator, help us to be proactive and start the next one. For which year? 2003. So for 2003, we have PDP which is equals to 40 divided by, the total is 90. All right. Multiply by 100 divided by 1. And we have, we then begin to give the answers. We have for ACN, we have 20 divided by 90 multiplied by 100 divided by 1. Then we have ANPP. ANPP. We have 30 divided by 90 multiplied by 100 divided by 1. Once it's 1 hour, even though we've not completed the whole thing, stop so people can go and rest and prepare for work. So hopefully tomorrow we'll start early. Maybe tomorrow we can start by 8 p.m. I pray network is on our side. Okay, thank you for that, Mrs. Regina. She said 44%. But are you sure about ma? Are you sure about that? Should that be 44 or 45, ma? Please check well, ma. Should that be 44 or 45? Oh, thank you, Miss Tasha. But you don't add your percentage, Miss Tasha. Okay. Please, Mrs. Regina, you can confirm that. Please reconfirm that, ma. Is it 44 or 45? Okay. Let's all be on the same page here. So we have 45 percentage. Therefore, ACN, what do we have then? Under the year 2003. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much for that. Okay, Mr. said 44.4. I think I might just have to confirm that myself. I'm just going to get my calculator. Okay, let's ensure we all on the same side. So we have 40 divided by 90. All right, multiply by 100. Yes, you are very correct, ma. So it's going to be at 44. Yes, 40. It's not up to 5. Okay, it's not up to 5, so it's going to be at 44. Yes, thank you very much for that. So we have the next one as, okay, yes, 22. I think we're on the same page on that. All right, and what about the third one? For ANPP. Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much for that, ma. For ANPP, yes. Active. That's the only way we will not get exhausted. That's the only way we will not get bored and sleep off. Please, let's be active. It's mathematics. It's not the theoretical class that I do most of all the talking. Here we do it together. It's mathematics, it's statistics. We do it together here. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get our calculators. Let's be active, please. Okay. Awesome, awesome. I think everybody we have agreed on that. Yes. Thank you very much. So we have 33%. Okay. We've not really used our space well. So let's see how we can squeeze things in. Let's see how we can have something here. And we can have something here later. So we have 2003 done already. So for 2007 now, let's squeeze things up. So we have PDP. For 207, we have 70 divided by total of 160 multiplied by 100 divided by 1. So we have ANC, ACN, I beg your pardon. We have 40 divided by 160. We have 40 divided by 160 multiplied by 100 all over 1. Okay. So we also have ANPP. So we have 50 divided by 100 multiplied by, I beg your pardon, divided by 160. All right. 100 over 1. What's our answer? So that is for 207. So please, just go ahead with your calculation. Let me start the one for. So even though it's this one we are able to achieve this night, so the next time having this class will be on the next one. So for 211, we have PDP equals 90 over 200 multiplied by 100 by 1. Then we have ANC, ACN, that is 70 all over 200 multiplied by 100 all over 1. Then we have ANPP, and we have 40 all over 200 multiplied by 100 all over 1. Okay. Where are the answers? And the expectors was that by now we have submitted all these answers. For 207, what do we have for 207? What do we have for 207? For PDP, what do we have? Are we still there, or are we sleeping already? Are we dozing off already? Please, let's keep the answers coming, please. All right, we just have to do what we need to do. Exams are fast approaching. We have to do what we need to do. Yes, awesome. We need to do the needful. All right. Can we even see the board? I think my camera is clear enough. Miss NN, are you there? Awesome. 44. 44%. Awesome. Okay. So what about ACN? Okay, what do we have for ACN for the year 2007? Okay. Are we all together? Yeah. ACN 2007. Okay. For 2007 ACN, I'm seeing some discrepancies here. So I'm just going to get my calculator and let's see if we can go through this together. Okay, for ACN, we have 40 divided by 160 multiplied by 100 divided by 1. That's 25. Mrs. Regina, how come? This is 160. 25%. Okay, it's 1 hour already. So let's just quickly finish all these ones. And I really want us to do what we call assuming for tomorrow. But since we're unable to finish with this one, and we still have a lot of them we have not even done. So just have to continue with this tomorrow. But hopefully tomorrow we'll start by 8. So let's just quickly do this one. What do we have for this? What do we have for ANPP? What do we have for 2007 ANPP? Okay. Anybody there? What do we have? Okay. Okay. So that's 31%. So for 2011, let's call it a wrap for 2011. Then, okay, for 2011, what do we have? Awesome, awesome. Okay, let's just call it wrap here for today. I think a lot of us are exhausted and we need to get our rest. Or should we do this before we call it a wrap? Should we solve for 2011 before we call it a wrap? Okay. For 2011. Okay, let's just quickly do it. Okay, yes, please. Okay, very well then. I think everybody's exhausted. Very well. So let's just call it a wrap for tonight. Thank you very much, everyone. We have done a great job tonight. It's not easy. This is past 10, and a lot of us are left home early as 7 a.m. this morning. Thank you very much, Mrs. Regina, Miss Tasha, Mr. Nordberg Roses, Miss Bank Sweet, Miss Unem, do you not say anything? Great to have you. Thank you, Mr. Zuba. Let's have a wonderful night rest. So tomorrow, before our class tomorrow, please let's complete this. Okay? Before our class tomorrow, let's complete this. So okay, let me give us an assignment. Let's use them as assignments. So these are our assignments. Complete this and draw the chart. Do the graph. Complete this and do the graph. Send it to the group before our class tomorrow. Assignments. Good night, everyone. Let's have a wonderful night rest. Bye for now.